Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr. Lemon, your host, and today we are going to be doing episode 2 of my Walking with Dinosaurs review. 1 week late. Just lovely. Life got in the way and stuff, I didn't have time to do the review. That would clash with doing stuff. So, yes, we are going to be doing episode 2 today. Now, if you watched my previous video, which I really doubt it, you will remember that I wasn't the fondest of the new Walking with Dinosaurs series. And in actuality, I kind of felt that the show writers and show itself should be ashamed to call itself Walking with Dinosaurs. Hey, timed that right. Yeah. I thought the animation was choppy, it spent too much time with the paleontologists instead of dinosaurs. It just did a load of things wrong. And I get that it's not high budget like Prehistoric Planet, but still, you would expect it to look better. This is supposed to be like a sequel to arguably the most important dinosaur TV show ever made, with stunning visuals for the time and even today. So I wasn't too keen to watch episode 2, and I started watching it on the Wednesday, 3 days later, and I only finished it yesterday on Sunday. It was a chore to get through, and I've heard from other people that this episode 2 with the Spinosaurus, is the best episode. And from what I've seen so far, I agree. Especially the start. The start was really strong. It had like a powerful opening. It had lovely visuals, brilliant lighting, and the way that it introduced the Spinosaurus and it waking up and getting disturbed by the babies. That was a really good way to introduce the Spinosaurus, you like. Especially for new viewers, like, oh my god, it's going to kill that baby. And then, surprise, it's actually its dad. And I was like, well, that's good, but one question. Why is the father looking after it? Wouldn't you expect the mother to? And then it does something amazing for the show. It explains without having to cut to the paleontologists. It literally says, like, in some species of modern day birds, the job of looking after the kids falls to the father or something like that. So that's why they inferred that that's what the adult father Spinosaurus should do. And I was like, that's really interesting. However, there's a bit of a problem because the 4 babies need food, obviously, and so does the Spinosaurus. And the babies are kind of stupid in this show. Like, I get that they're only baby Spinosauruses, but they're kind of like idiotic. Like, in the first few minutes of the second segment of dinosaurs, where they're in the water, the baby Spinosaurus gets stuck in some like coral, weeds, seaweed kind of stuff, chasing after like a fish, I think it was, and it gets stuck and it starts drowning. So the dad Spinosaurus has to stop what he's doing, risk all these other babies' lives to go get this one baby who's drowning. It survives. And basically the whole dinosaur plot of this was they had to go to this place to find more food. And what I liked about it is we actually spent a bit more time with the paleontologists. Like, it wasn't like the whole episode like it was in episode 1. But I still think that maybe the segments could have been a bit better. there was one or two transitions where there was they would say something that would vastly affect how the story was going to play out. But to me, it didn't really matter. I could have done without it, like the other episode. And yeah. So then the 5 Spinosaurs, Sobek, which is the adult Spinosaur, and the 4 babies, they're walking, and then all of these Titanosaurs come roaming along. It's kind of trying to play on that Jurassic Park-y Walking with Dinosaurs epic sauropod scene. You know how in the original Walking with Dinosaurs, in the first episode, when it brings you to the Jurassic, in the intro it says, "This is a world ruled by dinosaurs." And then it cuts to all the Diplodocus walking forwards. It feels like it's kind of trying to ride off of that in a way. And it just feels really cheesy. Then an old sauropod dies, and the Spinosaurus, Sobek, decides, you know what? Free meal, just eat this. Which makes no sense because, according to the show, Spinosaurus was a pescivore. They only ate fish. So why would they go and eat meat? Makes no sense. And then they get chased away by a Carcharodontosaurus. I thought the model looked really nice. And one thing I do gotta say is, this show does not shy away from gore at all. Yes, when a child gets murdered, it's behind screen. But when the dinosaurs are fighting, there's blood, there's gore. It's brilliant, actually. It's showing animals being animals. But yeah. So the Carcharodontosaurus chases away the Spinosaurs from the carcass, and it's good because it's presenting them as animals. They're not wanting to get into confrontation and potentially risk killing themselves, especially since Sobek is looking after his children. He wants to set a good example, you know. So they wander through a forest to a breeding area for the saw-headed fish thingies. Forgot the name. Yeah, so they're in the forest. Then a pterosaur comes, and I'm this looks awfully similar to the one in the first episode, even though they're supposed to be a different species, different sizes, different crests, all that kind of stuff. They look pretty much identical, except for a few colour changes and, say, a bit of change on the crest. It basically stalks a baby Spinosaurus who decides to stand still and gets left behind. So this Spinosaurus, baby, is so far behind from its family and so stupid. Here's another example of the idiotic babies in the show. It stands still, runs away a bit, stands still again, and waits for the pterosaur to come down and kill it. I cannot express how angry I was about how stupid the baby was. I get it's a baby, but it shouldn't be this stupid. Anyways, you get to the breeding sites for the fish, and Sobek tries to chase off an older Spinosaur to get its place in the river to fish. It's not allowed. The older one scares it off. So the 3 remaining babies are just chilling on the bank, waiting for their dad to come back with food. Sobek has to go into the water to try and catch these fish like a shark. It fails miserably until it starts acting like a shark. And I just thought it was really cheesy how when there was just a montage of Sobek failing, and then all of a sudden the narrator goes, "Time for a change of tactics." And on cue, Sobek goes to the bottom, rushes up, and immediately catches one of them in its jaws. So the Spinosaur goes on the land. He's walking back. Then another Spinosaur just appears behind him like it's some sort of anime and bites him on the neck. Not very strong, by the way. Barely even tears some flesh. Sobek retaliates by using his claws to slash open the neck of the dinosaur. The other Spinosaur backs down and Sobek drops the little fish in front of its children to eat. Then Sobek goes and lays down and dies. We've just spent the whole episode with this animal, and after its success, it dies off of a minor injury. There's not even much blood spilled. Barely, any powerful jaws involved, so it's not very likely that the neck is broken. Sobek just decides he's had enough of looking after these idiotic children and dies. So yeah, that's a brief summary of episode 2. Overall, it's an improvement over the first, story-wise. The animation, nicer, so is the lighting. And we spent less time with the paleontologist, which is good. However, there's one thing that I also disliked in episode 1 that's carried over into this one and is likely going to carry on for the rest of the series. Naming the dinosaurs. Stop. Please. This is not Jurassic World. They are not movie characters. They are not movie stars. They are animals. So why on this prehistoric planet do we have to name the dinosaurs? What happened to the original Walking with Dinosaurs where they were just that? Dinosaurs, animals, nothing more. But yeah, that was my review of episode 2. If you decided to stay this long, like and subscribe please. Very helps the channel. Lots please. If you stayed this long, thanks for staying this long. If you stayed this long, thanks for watching my video. Go check out some other ones. They're really cool in my opinion. Go watch them. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!